What's up, gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. As you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the average amount I spent going on over 100 first dates. Now, I'll probably link somewhere around here how I was able to go on over 100 first dates in 1 year. Now, without further ado, let's get into this video because it is absolutely going to shock you. So as I mentioned in the video that I said I will link somewhere around here, my usual first date is either at a coffee shop, a tea house, going to the beach, or a cocktail bar. So some of these are obviously free. Now, I will also add, this includes like transportation and everything because, as I mentioned in the previous video, I only go to places that are within 5 to 10 minutes walking of my house. Also, this holds true for when I was living in San Diego. So with all that said, my most common first date was either at the beach or it was at a tea house. I absolutely love tea houses. And I'm not talking about like bubble tea. I don't want any of that garbage. I'm talking about nice, high quality tea. And I actually got this from a couple Russian gentlemen that I met a few years ago. And they were taking their dates out to tea houses, and I thought it was a really good idea. And it's really inexpensive because you can get a pot of tea. So in like Poland and like Prague, a pot of tea is like $5 US. Obviously, it kind of depends on what the exchange rate is at the time. And so, you know, you share a pot of tea, $5, add a little tip in there, and, you know, you're sitting at like $6 US. So without further ado, I will tell you that my average date was around $5.50 some odd cents. And the reason for that is because obviously, some of the dates were less than that, some were more. So some were free, like going to the beach, absolutely free, no transportation cost for me because I can just walk down to the beach. And so there's no cost involved with that other than time. Now, like I previously mentioned, in a lot of places I went to tea houses. It's like $5 for a pot of tea. Or in some places in Mexico, it really depends on where I'm at. But there's this place called the Cerveceria Chapultepec. Now, I used to post this on my Instagram when I was a little bit more degenerate. And going there, my average date was like $3 or $4 US because every drink was 20 pesos. So I really wasn't spending that much money. Now, same thing in San Diego, California. In San Diego, I would go to tea houses, coffee houses, I'd go to Balboa Park, I would go to the harbor, and I would go to the beach. I would say Balboa Park, the harbor, and the beach were my 3 main date places. And those were obviously free because I lived right in Little Italy. Oh, that reminds me, the other date place I went to was like the farmer's market in Little Italy. Just walk around, occasionally grab something to drink from like one of the vendors at the farmer's market. So it was pretty inexpensive doing that. And so the whole reason I'm making this video is because wherever you are in the world, doesn't matter if you're in San Diego, which isn't necessarily the cheapest place, you can go on dates for free or very low cost options. So in total, going on over 100 first dates cost me $600 and change. Whereas some guys might be spending that on a single meal on the first date. Now, in my previous video, I talk a little bit more about why I choose to do those things. It's not solely because they're low cost options. It's because it's easy to wrap up a date quickly if you're not feeling that person. It's low investment. And I'm weeding out women who are just trying to get a free meal or looking for a beta male provider kind of person. And also, I find that if they're willing to do some of those things, they probably have relatively high interest in you. So I'm probably going to wrap up this video right here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. It helps me with the algorithm. and let me know your thoughts. I would really appreciate it. And let me know your thoughts. And I will see you guys in the next video. And as always, peace, much love.